What's up, you guys? Welcome to today's video. Thanks for hanging out with me. Come on in, grab a snack, grab a drink, and let's talk about shiny, pretty makeup things. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Thanks so much for being here either way. Today's video, we're going to talk about a brand that I've been kind of experimenting and playing around with. They're not new, they've been around a while as far as I can tell, but they're new to me. I just started experimenting with them. I want to say at like the beginning of the year, and slowly over time as I've accumulated a few singles, I realized how many different formulas they have to appreciate. And these top three here are just like a standard metallic formula, and I shouldn't say standard, I should say standard like as far as the brand goes. As far as like any other metallics I have in a single shadow, these are way in another ballpark. Like, these are beautiful, much creamier, definitely like a different level of metallic compared to my other metallic singles. These three here are like the metallic, just a standard metallic, like I said, not standard, but you know, it seems to be like their base metallic formula. And then this is a duochrome, which feels and works very similar to these metallics. It just definitely has a significant color shift to it. And then I have a matte to show you, a glitter, dreaded glitter. I do play with it from time to time, but I am straying away from, you know, the glitters on the eyes. But I do enjoy having it. It's a nice formula, nothing special. I think it definitely compares to like ColourPop's. And then this one is definitely, I think it's like their glitter foil. This one was $10. And it's definitely like a noticeable difference from the others, and I'll talk about that in a minute. So that's what I have to show you today, and I'm gonna go ahead and just like swatch these on my arms right now. And it's called Anastasia, and it is a foiled pressed pigment. And it's a really pretty like cranberry shade that's still on the pink side. Their formula is very like creamy, almost wet to the touch. I've been replacing my ColourPop Super Shocks with these. So something in their line, in the Give Me Glow Cosmetics line, that's as close as possible, because these are basically, they feel like that and kind of act like that, or I use them like that, but they don't dry out. I don't have to worry about the lids and the caps, and they can be a part of my single collection. This is Anastasia. And you guys can see just like how metallic these are. It's kind of crazy. Let me turn the light down ever so slightly. There we go. So pretty. So that was Anastasia. Going to the next one. This is Storm. It's what I'm wearing on the outer corner of my eyes today. And it's this really pretty like gunmetal with a plum undertone. I think it looks a lot more like a gray on the eyes, but it has that just like that unexpected kind of purple that I think is really pretty. That's Storm next to Anastasia, so you can kind of see the difference. Really love how those perform. They're my favorite formula that I've tried out of all of them. I'm going to show you today. It's just that standard like foiled metallic formula. Here's another one from the foiled pressed pigment line. I guess that's what it's called, the foiled pressed pigment. I just keep calling it like a foiled metallic. This is Joker. It's this gorgeous like, it's this gorgeous olive green that's like that I really love having in my collection, because it's a true green. It's not gold, it's not like it got a yellow undertone, you know, it really is like a nice green. It's Joker. Okay, I'm going to move on to the duochrome one. This is called Gifts Galore. and I believe this was in one of their palettes, like their Christmas palette. And I replaced Max Club with this. I finally let that single go and I upgraded to this, and I'm so glad that I did. It's one of those with like that tealy blue-green with a red-based shift. Again, really, really creamy to the touch. Really, really foiled. So, so pretty. You can kind of see that red base shift. It's gorgeous. My favorite shades are shades like this. And if you follow me on Instagram, which if you don't, you should, but if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen me play with these colors and this Gifts Galore quite a bit as well. I love doing it with a peach or red transition color. So I'm going to do the matte next, and then I'll go on to like the more glittery formulas. The matte I found to be really pretty, to swatch beautifully, feel amazing and buttery, but on the eyes I found that it was just a little bit fussy compared to my other formulas. It just kind of was like a little bit, took a little bit longer to blend and a little bit more work to really make it look smooth. It's still very nice, but I find that it's just slightly more work, like a little bit more work than some of my other formulas, so I'm not reaching for it all that often, but I mean, it swatches amazing. It's really pretty, really buttery. It's just on the eyes, it is a little bit fussy to blend out, in my opinion. And maybe that's because I got a deep plum shade, and those are just like fussy to begin with, and by fussy I just mean like prone to patching, a little bit longer to blend out. Like a lot of times if I'm doing makeup, as much as I enjoy it, you know, I don't want to have to like overwork to achieve a nice look. Like most of my products do the work for me. So with this one I find that I just have to spend a little bit more time finessing it to get it to do what I want, compared to some of my like ColourPop or Makeup Geek formulas. I forgot to mention too that this matte is called Cruel Intentions, and it looks really lovely with really any one of these colors, which is one of the reasons I got it, so I could just kind of pair it with a lot of different things. These like plum and mauve colors are always really nice to have in your collection. They go with just as much as brown, in my opinion. Okay, moving on to the ones that are going to make much more of a mess, so we'll save them for last. This one is that special one. They still call it a foil pressed pigment, but I'm pretty sure, I forgot what they call it online. It's like a specialty formula, and this is Rose's Remix. It's like if a rose gold met a champagne. It's like the most stunning eyeshadow I own. And that says a lot, because the Chaos Makeup ones are really, really good too. Those ones that I own are like, those are the top ones. But this one, like, there's just nothing like it. Like, I have swatches on my Instagram, and it is just like, what? Even in pictures, I know a lot of beautiful eyeshadows, you know, look lovely in person, but in pictures it's just hard to get them to, you know, perform how you see them in natural light and like in real life situations. This one, not the case. Like, it is just like stunning. However, it has this major glitter fallout that I don't really appreciate. I find that I have to wet it and use a glue and use a mixing makeup and, you know, make sure I protect my under eyes from fallout, because it's basically like fallout, but that fallout is glitter. And if any of you have experienced glitter specifically on your face, like, as you know, like it just doesn't come out. Like, it does kind of ruin your look. So I do not do my base before using this, even though it's just a neutral color, oddly enough. And then, you know, I make sure I protect my under eyes and use like tacky bases and glitter glues, and then I don't have any problems. Once it's on the eyes, it stays just fine. It's applying it where I personally am just a hot mess with this color. That being said though, I mean, it is absolutely just incredible shade. They have a few that are this like glitter ultra foiled metallic, and man, they are stunning. You might even just in the finger swatch already be able to see like the chunky glitters in there. Is that not incredible? It is just stunning. I mean, it just looks like liquid metal on the eyes, but again, that glitter is pretty intense, the fallout and the glitter that gets everywhere. So if you can find a way to tack that down, it's definitely like stunning. Like you're paying a few dollars more than their typical formula, but I really think that it performs way differently as far as the shine and the impact on your eyes. So you can kind of see that here. Not for the faint of heart, this glitter metallic formula from Give Me Glow Cosmetics. You have been warned. You have been warned. But it's stunning. I mean, just mesmerizing, honestly. I could just look at that all day. Okay, last one is a straight up pressed glitter. I do use a glitter glue. I find like much like the ColourPop ones, there is some kind of self-adhesive situation, so you don't necessarily have to. It is very buttery and wet to the touch and very gently. You know, you can kind of see that a lot picks up. Very glittery, very beautiful. If you appreciate this type of product, you will appreciate this particular formula. It is messy. It is still glitter. They have not done anything magical to eliminate the mess that glitter is, but that being said, you know, I still appreciate the color. It's just like this very beautiful true green, which is hard to find these days. I'm hoping that doesn't stay the case. I'll do a couple of passes, get a little closer. So I just like using it with my finger and glitter glue. It does apply nicely with the brush. I just don't like to get glitter all over my brushes. Gorgeous, right? So pretty. I believe that Give Me Glow does offer their own product that is like an adhering like glitter glue kind of thing, so I might need to just check that out. So that's it, you guys. That is my Give Me Glow singles swatches. So if that's something that you've been considering or maybe have been looking for some really pretty metallic shades, I definitely look forward to trying some more. And like I said, I'm sort of like replacing my Super Shock shadows with this formula because it is just honestly that wet and creamy and shiny. The real winners here that I would highly recommend, like so affordable, especially the amount of product you get, this metallic formula. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today and checking out some single shadows that I am really loving lately. And guys, if you try this brand or have tried any of these colors, let me know down in the comments what you think and what colors you picked up. What are your favorites? So thanks so much for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next video.